This is cartoon logic that makes no sense at all. Like in this episode of The Simpsons, when Homer finds out that Marge is pregnant with Maggie, there's literally a picture of Maggie in the background. Or Bugs Bunny, who's clearly wearing no clothes at all, but decides that he needs to wear gloves out of all of the items of clothing he could put on. The Flintstones, these guys are obviously living a long time ago. I mean, they literally have a TV made out of brick. The TV has no wires coming out of it. How is the TV even working? Now, we all know that Popeye gets his massive muscles from eating that spinach, but why does no one else in the show also get massive muscles just from eating spinach? I wish it was that easy to get strong in real life. This one always confused me. How are SpongeBob and Patrick lighting a fire when they literally live underwater? I get that they want to try and stay warm, but water, fire, those things don't go together. Oh my gosh. When Peppa Pig goes to the zoo with her school, what is actually in the zoo? I mean, there's a lion as a gatekeeper. All of her friends are literally different animals. Does that mean they'll find humans in the zoo? Should it just be more animals like them? They can't get out. The Smurfs are trapped in a gap about this big, yet literally their body is only about this big. Yeah, they could definitely get out of there. So a gold medal doesn't weigh Plankton down, but once Mr. Krabs blows on him, he suddenly falls to the ground like a bag of sand. I mean, look at it. That gold medal is as big as Plankton. Why do we always see cow skulls in the desert? And why do we only see the skull? Does its head just detach off and its other bones are elsewhere? This is a clip from, I think, Kim Possible. If you take a look, she's using makeup mirrors as like reflective lasers. But why didn't she just pick the lasers up and fire them out? Why does she need a mirror to use them? Eustace, will you stop that noise? You'll wake up the neighbors. Mate, have you seen how in the middle of the desert you are? There are no neighbors to the left and there are no neighbors to the right. You can bang away, mate. Don't worry. Plankton. Plankton. Why are the only two lenses literally on either side of his eyes? Like, come on, man. This looks like he's got 3 eyes now. So Dexter here can build an advanced laboratory equipped with time machines, lasers, but can't build a proper security system that will keep his sister from coming out of the building. Yeah, if he just spent 5 minutes on it, surely that would be an easy job for him. In Futurama, why does he smoke a cigar when it's a robot without lungs? Like, literally, the smoke is just filling up the insides of his metal body. If you opened up the front, I'm pretty sure billows of smoke would just come flying out. Dream Date gives up on everything to live on dry land, and the date is a boat ride on water. Like, come on, surely you're sick of water at this point, mermaid. Aladdin doesn't have any nipples. I can give him some. That's fine. Not too unusual in cartoons. But doesn't have any fingernails. Okay, that's weird. Now that I see it, let me just quickly add on. No, this is the worst fingernails in the world. But can someone please give him fingernails? That's just weird. This is a horse. Your argument is invalid. What show has decided that this is a horse? It is closer to a pig with long legs. And it looks like someone's taken a washing up glove and made it its tail. Whatever cartoon thought this was a horse needs to rethink how it draws things. I think we have found the world's strongest cartoon lady, potentially. As in Scooby-Doo, she carries literally 3 humans and a dog on her shoulder. I think these cartoon characters are just here to make me feel weak. Okay, I've never thought of this, but in Hey Arnold, obviously the hat goes on his head. Nice and easy. But how does he get his clothes on? Like, the neck part is so thin, it ain't going over this giant head of his. And surely he can't fit his legs through it. Are the clothes just permanently attached to him? Or maybe he's got buttons on the back to put them on. We've solved it. Who else wishes that they could eat just by sucking in air and food would flow in? I think Patrick has eaten enough Krabby Patties to literally last him a lifetime. But he just keeps on going. Wait. Why did Disney have a mouse walking a dog? What the heck? That just shows everyone's friendly in Disney cartoons. Pretty sure that dog would want to eat that mouse normally. Although the mouse is massive. I wouldn't want to eat Mickey. He's absolutely huge. Jasmine can only marry a prince. I wish to be a prince. Jasmine can marry whoever she wants. Hey, look, if your boyfriend or girlfriend's good enough, doesn't matter who they are, you can marry them. Naruto and Sasuke, full power. Goku playing baseball. Imagine hitting a baseball and causing that much destruction. Wait. There's a pool in the ocean. I mean, the funny thing is, it doesn't even look like they filled it. If there was water in it, like you'd see the level of water along here, right? Like you'd see little reflections. They kind of know they're underwater, so they just built a hole. So they've got a specific area to swim in, and it cost $100 to swim in it. That seems like a scam to me. Wants adventure more than she can tell. Marries a wealthy man just outside of our hometown. Hey, look, if you've got to find a wealthy partner you love just one town away, you don't need to adventure. Daffy Duck backwards. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine your mouth spinning around your head? I mean, owls can get quite close to it in real life, but his mouth just keeps on going. And Cinderella, if the shoe is the perfect fit, then how did it slip off? That is a very good point. Unless her foot shrunk and then the shoe fell off, it doesn't quite make sense. SpongeBob maths. A sponge and a starfish equals a shell. If you take SpongeBob and Squidward, you get a shellfish? I can't lie, I'm kind of guilty of this. Dora the Explorer going on her big adventures in white trainers. Look, I love a white trainer, and they get so dirty, I swear I have to buy one every 6 months. But if you know your job is exploring, surely you could have got a different color than white. Bart Simpson, 10 years old since 1989. I mean, the art style's gotten better and better. It's a bit like Ash from Pokemon. Like, he's always gonna be 10 years old, though they have gotten rid of him in the most recent series. Look, age doesn't matter when you're a cartoon character. OG cartoon logic. What the heck? What is going on? He's literally falling out of his house. He just perfectly jumped out at the right time. Cartoon logic. The wheel hasn't been invented yet. Oh, yeah. He's riding on square wheels because obviously it's so old. Yet they've already designed a circular part of the bike. Just take that bit, put it on the wheels. You're making your life harder than it has to be here, okay? Why am I swimming alone? I'm like 5. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I guess if you lived near the sea and you were super confident. Nah, you know what? Nah, no 5-year-old should be swimming by themselves. Even if it is swimming with turtles and fish. Is that a shark? Hey, get her out of there. You kidding me? Hides flower. Oh, gotta be the villain. Eats the flower. Hero. Mopping underwater. Okay, look, at least this time they put literal water into water. Like, just imagine that everywhere in SpongeBob is water. It doesn't really make any sense that you'd have water on the floor. That kind of makes this guy's whole job pointless. Like, he's mopping up the ocean, technically. He's never gonna finish that one. Extreme feelings of guilt over his father's death. Yeah, I had so many nightmares over Lion King as a kid. But he Hakuna Matata's less than 5 minutes later. Come on, mate. Give your dad a little bit more time than that. Wait, these guys have been dating since 1928. That is almost 100 years. They gotta have like a special 100-year dating celebration, surely. And maybe, just maybe, Mickey will pluck up the courage to propose. Tell you what, if I'd been dating my wife any longer than I had and I didn't propose, she would dump me. If you ever wondered what Peppa Pig would look like from the front, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. If you look to her left, she has 2 eyes. If you look from the right, she has 2 eyes. Which can only mean, if you look from the front, Peppa Pig has 4 eyes. Yeah, that's the most haunted thing I have seen all day. In Frozen, power doesn't go through gloves, but has no problem going through her shoes. Doesn't even look like she's wearing a glove in that picture. But I'm not going to question it. And I don't have any gloves or shoes on right now. Oh, this is my favorite one. Headphones, where the headphones are over where ears are meant to be. But then you realize his ears are literally up here. Like, do you think he has to blast the sound so the sound travels up from the headphones into his ear? Surely everyone walking by him would also be able to hear his music. Stares into your eyes the entire night. It must be love between Cinderella and the prince. But no, you lose your shoe and he makes you prove that you are the same person. Surely if you've been dancing with a woman and then you looked at them the next day, you would remember who they are. Drowning fishies. How cool is that? Oh, that's a good point. Again, look, why is there water here? You are meant to be living in water. I love how Patrick and Squidward are just watching them drown. You're fish. Just go for a swim. You live in the water. Filing gloves. Oh, yeah, I recognize this girl. Is she from Kim Possible? Always filing her nails, but she's got gloves on the whole time. Surely it's going to break your gloves. What's the point? fire department underwater. I love just how broken the logic is in SpongeBob. Like, they can't just given up on the fact that they're living underwater at this point. And as we've seen, they have somehow managed to set fires underwater, so maybe the fire department isn't as useless as it seems. One Piece cartoon logic. Can move her arms 1,000,000 miles an hour, put a load of food dishes together, and bam. Like, genuinely, what is it about cartoon food that makes it look so much nicer than real food? I would eat that right now. Weight makes no sense. Bugs Bunny is handing him a literal giant metal anvil, and he's still somehow floating in the air. Like, imagine we could just hold heavy stuff, but it'd be really easy. It would actually make life so much easier. Unmasked hundreds of phonies. Still afraid of monsters. That's a good point. Isn't every single episode of Scooby-Doo them just unmasking monsters that are actually people? I also had a theory as a kid that the first person they ever met in the episode was always the one that ended up being the phony monster. Let me know if I'm right on that one. Tarzan, what is this still image? Mate, his neck, what's happened to it? This woman has kicked him so hard in the jaw, his neck has gone 10 times longer. Yeah, never get kicked in the neck by a woman. That looks like it hurts. Toy Story talks to humans to save the lives of toys. Seems like that might come in handy in the future. Look, I don't know if I should admit this, but I've only seen the first 3 Toy Stories. Does the Earth get wiped out in the 4th one? Come on, Woody, if you can save everyone, just talk to us. Minecraft logic. Okay. Tridents don't break the egg. Anvils just stay on top of each other. Wool. No, not wool. Lava. Nope, ain't doing it. Ooh, mate, can nothing break it? Mushroom? Nah, surely not. Surely not. What? Oh, no. Ever wonder how Popeye smokes his pipe? So here's his mouth open. Like, that is his whole mouth. So his pipe's got to be somewhere, right? Look at the other side. He's got a hole in his cheek to put the pipe in. That's awful. Sandy uses a whistle underwater, which needs air to be blown. I think if you used anything that needed air, musical instruments or whistles, it wouldn't work. Doesn't Squidward love to play musical instruments? I'm telling you what, I think the whole of SpongeBob may not be real. This kid sits down to play on his games console with his pet fish, and there is no TV. He's just staring at a wall, holding the games console. Wait. Plankton's been locked up. He's in his jail clothes. Has decided to spend 10 years sawing away at a bit of metal. Plankton, mate. You could literally just bounce your way out. Like, there is so much space for you to leave this jail. You could be gone the second you arrived in. Aquaman flying fish. Fun fact, actually found out the other day on this channel that flying fish do exist. But yeah, you ain't standing on them and riding 2 of the others to fly in the air. They got to go back in the water eventually. Cartoons, the only place where roads go straight down. Yeah, that looks awful. I know some places in America have very hilly roads, but straight down like that looks like you're playing Mario Kart. Anime side mouths. Oh my gosh. Look at this top picture. It gets weirder. This one's really weird because, like, look, her lips are like here, but the mouth is here. Same with her. They're just not connected. If you notice how bad they are, then correct them, you realize how much more realistic it looks once you change it. Cartoon logic makes no sense. Wouldn't the paper get ruined in the water? Okay, look, I feel like we're bullying SpongeBob here a little bit. He's written a to-do list. Okay, it was a useless to-do list. Patrick, what if you're doing nothing today and you've ticked it off? Technically, ticking it off is doing something. So you've done something today. I don't know why paper works underwater. Maybe it's waterproof. Perfect disguise. 200 episodes later, and the enemies still don't know her identity. Like, come on, you'd think it had been figured out by now. In Cinderella, the clothes changed back to rags at midnight. All of the beautiful fancy stuff has gone, but the glass slippers stay the same. That's a good point. They should have gone as well. Then she never would have been found by the prince because the slipper wouldn't have existed. Apparently, these are the 7 daughters of King Triton. We've got Ariel in the middle and I guess her other sisters, but why do they look all different? 2 blondes, ginger, different eye colors, different face shapes. King Triton, I think you've got to admit something here, mate, because there's no way these are all from the same person. Damn, SpongeBob. As if my small arms haven't been humiliated enough today, SpongeBob gets absolutely wham. Look at this. He's eaten some spinach. He's realized what the secret is to getting those big arms. Those were hilarious. But you want to see secrets hidden in cartoons that you never noticed? Click on screen here to have your mind blown. I'll see you over there.